Peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24. How's everyone doing today? Well, this evening. It's kind of late. I'm doing a late video. I might do another one, do a brief one here, and then I might do something else. But I just wanted to get this one in. This kind of want to touch on Charlo, the middleweight champion, Charlo, the big brother Charlo, and Canelo Alvarez. Looks like they're in some negotiations or talks for a Cinco de Mayo fight in May, to put that fight on in Vegas. Now, I always said that, Charlo deserved a shot, being that he's undefeated. He's pretty much had a clean boxing record, no issues with, cheating or anything like that. Not a foul type of dude or a fighter. Doesn't cheat in the ring, he just fights straight up. So I felt like, he deserved to get a fight like that with Canelo. And, I'm glad that they're in negotiations to do it. Now, if he didn't get the fight, or if he wasn't going to get the fight, I wouldn't have been mad, because I understand where Canelo is at right now. Canelo's on a status where, like I've said before, like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather got to a point after Oscar De La Hoya where he was making money and he was able to take his time to see who he was going to fight. That's where Canelo is right now. The difference, though, is Canelo is undisputed at 168. Can't take anything away from him. He went through the fire to get to where he's at. Okay, he beat the guys that people said was going to give him a problem. B.J. Saunders looked like he ended his career undefeated, and then he beat Caleb Plant, who everybody said was going to outbox him, undefeated, stopped his train. Okay, so he's been on a hell of a run, man. He fought the bigger dudes, the taller dudes, the stronger dudes, faster. He's fought all the styles, man. So you can't take nothing away from Canelo. I said that if Charlo didn't get this fight, that I felt like they should have did a tournament, and they should have let Charlo, Canelo, Benavidez, and Demetrius Andre fight each other. Let Charlo and Andre fight each other, and let Benavidez and Caleb Plant fight each other, and then whoever wins out of that, they fight each other out of those four, and then they fight Canelo. But it's cool. I'm glad that he's fighting Charlo. I feel like he deserved it more than Benavidez because of his clean record. Benavidez is cool, but for all the talking that he do, he seems to forget that he lost the belt, come overweight when he was overweight on the scales, and he also lost out because he was using drugs. So those were two violations that happened that had nothing to do with anybody else. So don't blame anybody else for your setback, because that was two setbacks that could have had you farther ahead in the game. All right, so when you talk about Canelo, when you talk about this and that, talk about that, okay, because that's on you. So I always said that Charlo, if anybody deserved that fight, it was Charlo. I think Charlo deserved it before Caleb Plant. But again, I understand what Canelo was doing. He wanted to be undisputed at 168, and that's what he did. And that's what he is. Now, mind you, he could go to 175, fight Joe Smith Jr., beat him. He could get better BF and beat him. He could be undisputed at 175. He could even go to cruiserweight and fight Makabu and beat him and get that cruiserweight belt. So if he fights Charlo and they really want him to do it, man, Charlo, need to really jump on that, be grateful, fight him at 168, make the negotiations, man. Should be easy. Canelo's a free agent, and let's make it happen, man. It'd be a good fight. I got Canelo winning the fight, because he's just a pure boxer, man, and he's too strong, too fast, and too technical for Charlo. But it will be a good fight. So I'm looking forward to the fight, man. Charlo and Canelo, hopefully in May, Cinco de Mayo. All right? That's pretty much it. Peace. Peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24.